It's Kelpie vibes.
Zlatan. we're going to be bringing to life the poem Change Sings by Amanda Gorman.
Change sings by Amanda Gorman. I can hear change humming in its loudest and proudest song. I don't fear change coming, and so I sing along.
I scream with the skies of red and blue streamers. I dream with the cries of tried and true dreamers.
I'm a chant that rises and rings. There is hope where my change sings.
Though some don't understand it, these windmills of mysteries, I sing with all the planet and its hills of histories.
I hum with 100 hearts, each of us lifting a hand. I use my strengths and my smarts, take a need to make a stand. I'm bright as the light each day brings. There is love where my change sings.
I show others tolerance, though it might take some courage. I don't make a taller fence, but fight to build a better bridge.
I talk not only of a distance from where and how we came, I also walk our differences to show we are the same.
I'm a movement that roars and rings and springs. There's a wave where my change sings.
Change sings where? There, inside me, because I'm the change I want to see.
As I grow, it grows like seeds. I am just what the world needs. I am the voice where freedom rings. You're the love your bright heart brings.
We are the wave starting to spring, for we are the change we sing. We are what the world is becoming, and we know it won't be long.
We all hear change drumming. Won't you sing along?
What is louder than words?
Freedom is louder than words. Freedom is louder than words.
Freedom is louder than words.
Freedom is louder than words. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream to the current ends and dips his wing. In the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky.
But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing.
The caged bird sings a fearful trill of things unknown, and long for still, and his tune is heard on a distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom.
What is louder than words?
Love is louder than words.
Love is louder than words.
Love is louder than words. Love is louder than words. Not marble nor the gilded monuments of princes shall obey this powerful rhyme, but you shall shine more bright in these contents. In unswept stone besmeared with sludge time, when wasteful war shall statues overturn and broils root out the work of masonry. Not Mars' sword nor war's quick fire shall burn the living record of your memory.
Not marble nor the gold-plated shrines of princes shall outlive the power of poetry. You shall shine more bright in these verses than on dust-covered gravestones ravaged by time. When devastating war shall overturn statues and conflicts destroy the mason's handiwork, the cause of war, Mars, nor the effects of war, fire, shall destroy the living record of your memory.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's
is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were.
Honey.
Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, you would scorn my love, and I'll no longer be your popular.
Shall I hear more, or speak at this?
It is my name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not want to be. Oh, be some other name. What is it a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and henceforth I never will be Romeo.
Art thou not wanting you? How comest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore?
With love's light wings that they overpush these walls.
The kinsmen find me here, they will murder me.
I have nice clothes to hide me from them. I have nice clothes to hide me from their eyes. And let thou love me. Let them find me here.
Dost thou love me now? Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow.
Swear not by the moon.
What shall I swear by? Unless you love me, let them find me. I'd rather die than live without your love.
Love is louder than words.
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 going to need some words and some suggestions, but the suggestions also need some context, so it just makes it a little easier for us. So first, we're starting out with the good, the bad, and the ugly.
What's going on, Summer Stars?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. He said, "What's going on, Summer Stars?"
I'm Caleb.
And I'm Ayana.
Today we're going to be playing the good, the bad, and the ugly. How this game works is it's an advice game, and basically you're going to ask a question, can be about literally anything, and they're going to give advice, which is going to be either good, bad, and ugly. So,
Can we have our contestants come out now?
does anyone have any questions that you want to ask them?
How was camp?
It's got to be like, they have to like be. So put your hand up when you're good. In the back.
How can I get my son to take out the trash?
Good question. How can I get my son to take out the trash?
So if your son doesn't want to take out the trash, you're going to start off with, sitting down and talking to him, and, making sure that he understands that he needs to take out the trash. Maybe put in an allowance, Like, encourage him, guys. Like, I don't want to take out the trash sometimes. You gotta do what you gotta do.
So what you have to do is you have to put your son in the trash, and you have to in the trash inside for like a few days so that he understands how gross the trash gets when you don't take it out.
I think you should just let the trash pile up, and there's always gonna be more space for trash. You just let it pile up.
All right. Now, while they figure out new, good, bad, and ugly, is there any other questions?
Whoa, hold on.
Oh,
Does anybody want to guess who's like good, bad, and ugly? Yes?
Yeah.
So what do we think she was? Was she good, bad, or ugly?
Ugly.
That was bad. And what about her?
Ugly. I was ugly.
And Seth.
Good. I was the good.
Now, while they figure out what their new things are, do you guys have any more questions that you may need some advice? You can start figuring your answers out now. What are you gonna do? All right.
I have a question.
Yes, you.
What's the best food to feed a baby?
What is the best food to feed a baby?
I feel like it depends on, it's a big part of like the parent's choice, so it could be like, you can make homemade baby food or you can buy like store baby food, something that's soft so the baby won't choke on it and in small pieces or blend it up.
Kids these days are far too coddled. You need to feed your baby whatever's convenient, whatever you're eating at the moment, and force feed it. Make them
So you start off by going to Home Depot. in any and all wood chips that you find, you're gonna put them in a nice big black plastic bag, okay? Then feed it to the baby.
Alright, now do you want to guess who Seth was?
Ugly.
And what about you?
I was the good.
Next game.
How are we doing tonight, Summer Stars? I'm sorry, what? That's better. Today we're going to be playing the rhyming game, and how it works is you guys will give us a word and a scenario, and we will have to rhyme with the word twice, and it will have to go with the scenario. And if we can't rhyme with it in about 5 to 7 seconds, you're out. And if once you rhyme with it twice, you get a new word and a new scenario. So can I get a word from the audience, please?
Okay.
You, I'll back.
Catastrophe.
Catastrophe. So I like that one, but we're gonna start off with like an easy and then we're gonna build it. Right there. Say it again. Popcorn? Okay, I like that. And a scenario, please. I don't see any hands.
A day at the beach.
A day at the beach. So a day at the beach, rhyming with popcorn. Here we go. This day would be so much better if we could get some popcorn.
I disagree. I'd like some corn. What's that thing on your head? It looks like a horn.
I don't like the seagulls. They take my food, and I look at them with such scorn.
Last time I was at the beach, I broke up with my ex and she was torn.
Well, my grandma just died. I'm gonna mourn. The last time I was at the beach, I was sworn.
The last time I was at the beach, I was born.
Can we have another word from the audience, please? Anything, any word. That's, you know.
Sour. Sour.
Sour. Okay, and a scenario, please.
School dance.
School dance. I like that one. School dance and sour. This school dance isn't sweet. It's kind of sour.
Yeah, my date didn't get me flowers. I don't know about you guys, but this dance is making me feel power.
I just want to skip the dance and look at the stars at the water tower.
Not gonna lie, Moses, you probably should have taken a shower.
I'm gonna go outside and chill by the tower. All this conversation makes me want to cower.
You was having fun till you made this personal. And now I'm finna make you cow.
Okay, one more word from the audience. We're gonna go until we can't. So let's get a word that has a lot of rhymes and let's see what we can do.
Bubblegum.
Hmm?
Bubblegum.
Bubblegum. Okay. And a scenario.
Swimming.
Swimming. Swimming and bubblegum. I'm swimming in a pool full of bubblegum.
This song makes me want to hum.
I'm ducking on my troubles. That's a bubble yum.
That last line made you look kind of dumb.
Running out of ideas. Let me teach you something.
I just want to know, where's the rum?
We don't have any here. Alcohol's no fun.
My bars eat you up, and then I say yum.
I'm gonna sing you a tune, and it's gonna end in hum.
Okay, the last game we'll be playing is Take That Back. You, our audience, will give us a scenario that we'll act out. The twist is Autumn and Destiny on the piano. Whenever they play a key, we'll take the last line we just said back. So, does anyone have a scenario? You in the back?
Someone's from my car.
Someone got hit by a car?
Stole his car.
Stole your car. Okay. All right. Oh my God, did you see that guy steal his car? I don't know, maybe we should go try to catch him? Maybe we should go try to catch up to him. Maybe we should try to go get the car back? Maybe we should go get a horse to go get it?
and I just want to say I feel, sorry that your car was stolen, but personally, if that was me, I'd chase after, I'd run after him, and I'd gallop after him. I would tower after him. I would take a helicopter and I'd fly it. I would take a Boeing 747. I would take an Airbus 380, and I would take it over him, and right before he's about to turn the corner, I'd cut him off.
Who do you think stole it? I think it was Miranda. Yeah, definitely her.
It was definitely Susie. I mean, Susie just be like that, that shady personality. Kind of like Moses, but I mean... Moses probably stole the car, to be honest.
That could be possible. Anything can happen. Well, I'm just gonna go home.
Me too. And drive my car.
One more. Okay. Anyone else have a scenario?
Parachute training. Parachute training.
Parachute training.
Only one parachute. There's only one parachute, and it's mine.
No, it's mine. I bought it. Excuse me. With what money?
Damn. Well, I have a bad back. I have a bad head. I have a bad nostril. I have a bad limp. Oh, I have a bad calf. I have a bad eye. Yeah, I can't see.
If you have a bad eye, then why are you going parachute training?
So I can make, so I don't have to see the plane go down. So I can just, jump off and
No, because then you can't see where you're going.
I can imagine it with my mind. Anything is possible when you put your mind to it.
Well, I think you should just jump off the cliff. Well, I think you should just sidestep over. Well, I think you should just tie your shoelaces. Well, I think you should just eat some dinner. Well, I think you should just die. I mean, not a bad idea.
Damn. When your parents left you, I was the one who nurtured you. I fed you. I took care of you. I nurtured you. I put a roof over your head. I put a floor under your feet. I put walls next to your arms. I put you on Mars and made sure you were safe from all the aliens.
Oh, still on Mars, we have no oxygen. We have no way to breathe. We have no way to eat. We have no protection. We have nobody else. You fed me dog food. You fed me a monster. You fed me a mob. You fed me a mop. You fed me my shoelace.
Look how you turned out.
growth, and compassion. I am committed to helping youth break generational curses and live authentically.
I am a creative model and actress. I will show my culture and traditions through my art, give voice to Caribbeans, and show West Indian children that their creative dreams and aspirations are achievable.
Side of their pain. I want to help break them out of that darkness together so we can cease the war in our minds and glory in our newfound peace.
I'm steadfast in my morals and an advocate for my family, peers, and myself. I recognize my role as a leader in my community and strive to use this position to uplift others by unapologetically standing up for myself.
My middle name Amari means strength. For the future, I hope I will encourage others to go through life with care, uniqueness, and a little Amari.
I plan to use my craft to inspire those around me to discover their passions and pursue their dreams.
grade, I was bullied by 2 kids. My family, friends, and teachers tried to help me, but they did not stop, so they were suspended for 1 week. After the suspension ended, they continued to bully me. Life got real tough. One day I even dropped down on the hallway and sobbed for a minute. But it all came to an end. I decided to take a chance. "Get away from me!" I yelled. Ever since that day, I felt proud.
Who was I born to become? That's the question I've always been asking myself. Growing up, walking into the lunchroom and not knowing where to sit, I've always hid behind other people's words, never stepping up to share my own voice, secure in the knowledge that I'll never have to be in the spotlight. Hiding behind others because I knew they would not forget my mistakes. So when I started speaking, I spoke not my own words but other people's words because I had more confidence in their abilities than mine. But then I realized they would be quicker to forget my mistakes than my accomplishments. So I finally started to speak up, my own words leading the way, and each word claiming its place in this world, and me gaining confidence in their originality. That's when I learned to speak on my own and finally to live on my own. Now I know I'll always have a seat at the lunch table and won't have any reason to hide behind others anymore.
I was born half of a person. I was, for too long, a secondary character, a leech, only able to survive off of the energy of others. Small moments of validation kept me going, unable and unwilling to survive on my own. My thoughts were all I used to define myself, as my own self-worth would never be more than what those around me thought it to be. I began every day as a fresh slate, clear of any confidence or an identity apart from the people I surrounded myself with. I had taught myself to feel nothing without the codependency I had grown into. There was no book of my life, as it would have ended without any input from its own writer, scribbled with thoughts and criticism, a mural of a life made by all but the only person who had lived it. I could not continue to live solely through others' views of me. I could not continue to search for permission from the very people who held me to the ground. I can survive on my own. I can do more than just survive. I'm the master of my own destiny, my own beginning, and I will never allow myself to be dictated by codependency. I will never allow myself to be chained by the limitations of my own brain.
I lost my best friend, my brother, 3 days before my birthday to a gun he wasn't supposed to have. We talked about football dreams and how we was both gonna make it out the hood. I was at the football field when I heard what happened. I wasn't even gonna believe it. I called his phone and it went to voicemail. Once I saw that, Once I saw that it was confirmed, I was bawling my eyes out, to the point I had nosebleeds and snot dripping down my face. 4 days after his death, I couldn't believe I was holding my best friend's candle in my hand. I came to a realization that life is short. See, those blues messed me up.
I am not a girl. I will never be a girl. To be straight with you, I do not know what I am. I am not even sure if I hate being androgynous as I once did before. I feel as if I am in a cage, decorating the outsides to make it feel like home, but in the end, I am still trapped, aren't I? I am forever confined to a name that is and will always be dead to me. I shiver at the mention of it, as I fear I will go back to how it was. The shape of the name feels like a sunflower, emoting like a trumpet, forever gasping for air in an ash-ridden sky. My tears tickle my face as it flows down my cheek, trickles down towards my lips, then to my chin, then falls. I wish I was never born in this body at all.
G-U-I-L-T, guilt. A word with two definitions, but for me they are one and the same. Every time I fail or do wrong, I truly feel like I have committed a crime. I'm thrown in the small cell of my brain and the walls start closing in. I'm suffocating. I can't feel my fingers. I can't stop shaking. I can't breathe. I can't. The words I've never been allowed to say. I pledge a blind loyalty to others. So blind, in fact, that I can't see I'm about to take the wrong path until I'm on it. But you know I always bounce back. Because weakness is not allowed. I'm always saying yes, 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 but if I say no, well, I'd be worth less. Yes is what they expect, so yes is what I give, but how many yeses do I have left? Honestly, not many. So here goes nothing. No. Why does a caged bird sing? Why do bees still wisp with broken wings? Broken system, wrists you twist, them covered in blood, full of shame. It's always me, always the same. Broken families, kill my baby, hear him cry. Lights go out, it's the noose, I can't get loose, I can't scream, don't cry. I watch you die, yet part of me was gone that day. Black children sent away, checkerboard peace, I am all and one, I see your pain. It's the same as me, invisible, not something you can see. I feel the pain on our skin, our culture, their bullet wound, bone, paper, thin, cause sustenance has become a sign of privilege in our white man's world. Projects living, Section 8 halls, these walls haunted by your date, November 28th, my light goes out. Yet in my memories you stay, I see you in my love for him. And when I couldn't walk away, and in my pain when he couldn't love me the same, give up my body, hand me down my soul, goodwill thrift, my feelings, turn it into a game, don't tell me the rules, my life, the punishment, it's been fostered like me. My life stuck in such few words, but I still find myself able to sing, yes, I'm the caged bird. Can you see me now?
truck to the house. I mean, this is yours. This is yours, baby.
But a caged bird stands on the graves of broken dreams. His shadow shouts a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his legs are tied, but he opens his throat to sing.
A house, Darnell. You bought a house without me?
Oh.
You're gonna surprise me with a house? Don't do that. A new TV? Maybe. A stereo, a couch, a refrigerator? Okay. But a house that I didn't have a chance to pick out yet? That's what you've been doing?
Wait till you see it. It's real nice. It's all on one floor. It's a basement like a little den. You can put the TV down there. I told myself Rita's gonna like this. Wait till she sees I bought her a house.
Nah. You bought her in for Darnell. That's what you did. So you can sit down there and watch your football games. But what about the kitchen, the bathroom? How many windows does the bedroom have? Does Jesse have some place to play? Is there enough closet space? You can't just surprise me with a house and I'm supposed to say, oh, Darnell, that's nice. I would have, but I'm not 17 anymore. I have responsibilities. I want to know if there's a hookup for the washer and dryer. I want to know if there's a school near. And does Jessie have some place to walk with her friends? You're supposed to know, Darnell. You're supposed to know what's important to me like I'm supposed to know what's important to you.
A caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still. And his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom.
No matter what I do, it's always gonna come out wrong with you. That's why you jump to conclusion. That's why you accuse me of running with peaches. You can't look and see that I quit going to parties all the time, that I quit running with Barbara and Earl, that I quit chasing women. You just look at me, you see the old Darnell. You can't change when you look at me even. I may as well surrender now. I can't beat your memory of who I was. You can't see I've changed. I go out here and work like a dog just to try to do something nice for you. And no matter what I do, I can't ever seem to do it right. Because you only see me as the way I used to be. You don't see the new Darnell. You don't see I've changed. But I know that it's the back too. No, Rena. People believe what they want to believe. What they set up in their mind to believe. I know what it looked like when I was gone all the time and I wasn't bringing in home any money. You could have noticed I was tired. You could have said, hey, Darnell is talking too much because he's tired. You could have noticed that I didn't act like somebody running the street. But you ain't seen all that. You ain't seen the new Darnell. You're still working off your memory. But the past is over and done with. I'm thinking about the future. I'm not the only one who thinks about Jesse. That's why I'm trying to do something different. That's why I'm trying to buy a house. Maybe I should have told you about the house. Maybe I did do it wrong. But I done it. I tried to show you I loved you. But what I get for it? Okay, Darnell. You're right. I ain't seen all that. But what you ain't looking at is I changed too. We are both different people than who we were when we first fell in love. I still love you, Darnell, but love can only go so far. But you know, when you place your hand in mine, you gotta say, Darnell's not gonna let me down. He loves me. Because I don't want to make any more mistakes in my life. I want you. I told you that. You're already my fly. I want you to be my soul. Just look how I changed, girl. I love you.
What is louder than words?
Love is louder than words.
Love is louder than words.
shade of a tree. Let me swirl in a cloud, in the storm on the sea. Push me on my way. I wanna flow, wanna rise, wanna spill, wanna grow on the side of a hill. I don't care if the train runs late, if the checks don't clear, if the house blows down. I'll be off where the weeds run wild, where the seeds fall far from this earthbound town. And I'll start to soar. Watch me race till I pour out. Catch a ship, sail you straight. Get caught in the wind, down the south to obey till I'm flying away. Let me leave behind. Wanna wake without wondering why. Finding myself in the earth for the sky. I don't know, but maybe I'm just a fool. I should keep to the ground. Maybe everyone has hunger like this, and the hunger will pass, but I can't think like that. All I know is somewhere through clear sea, there's a flicker in the sunlight on a river long and wide, and I have such a river inside. Let me run through a field in the night. Let me lift from the ground so my soul isn't blind. Let me sway like the shade of a tree. Let me swirl like a cloud on the storm on the sea. Push me on my way through the dawning day. I wanna flow, wanna rise, wanna spill, wanna grow on the side of a hill. Wanna drift from the path I've been traveling upon. Before
Let's go now. Let's go. Now bring it back down.
We are the waves starting to spring, for we are the change we sing.
We are what the world is becoming, and we know it won't be for long.
We all hear change coming. Won't you sing along?
Just be who you wanna be. Never let them tell you who you ought to be. Just be with dignity. Celebrate yourself triumphantly. You'll see. Just be.
My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive. To do so
With passion,
Some compassion,
some humor and some style.
if your actions don't live up to your words, you have nothing to say.
Accept yourself and you'll accept others too. Warm and love shine. Let pride be your guide. Change the world when you change your mind. Just be who you wanna be. Never let them tell you who you ought to be. Just be with dignity. Celebrate yourself triumphantly. You'll see. Just be. Ages or wings, which do you prefer? Ask the bird. We're on love, baby, don't say the end. Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than
Quite remarkable, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
So just think of it. I'm Donna. I'm the camp director. And I'm surrounded by amazing teachers, amazing counselors that helped us. You know, we met on Sunday, and their first classes were Monday. And here we are on Saturday, and they've done everything from Shakespeare to hip hop to Thank you so much for sharing your children with us. It's a privilege and a pleasure, and we hope to continue doing this for many years to come. Yeah. So after this, there'll be a reception. I think there's some cookies and so forth outside. And at about 7 o'clock, they'll go for pizza and then have a dance later on this evening. So that's just so you know what's going to be happening next. And we do have a song that we've been singing. This is year 23 of our camp. And I'd like to invite, most of our counselors were campers here before, which is wonderful. And many of our teachers have been with us for 20 plus years. So I'd like to invite you all on the stage, but we're going to start a song that we've been doing for all of these years as a finale. So come on in.